Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, January 14th, and that makes it Thursday, April 14th, I believe, Robert?
Something like
If
that.
I'm doing the math correctly. You know, I'm looking right now, and I'm just double-checking. Can you tell me, are we on all the appropriate channels right now?
We are indead.
All right.
Yesterday we had some issues, but today I don't think it's
I was
me
just
driving.
I was
so
just
think
going to
we're
go
fine.
into Restream and double-check because I sort of had a little a heart palpitation because you guys were on yesterday. And I wasn't, and you know where my eCam was last. Not like it's an insidious
Yep.
place. I just was like, uh-oh, are we on all the right pages? We are. We're happy. And we're getting that. I'm telling you, kids, by 2035, Robert and I are going to have this lock, stock, and barrel. It's going to be
Absolutely.
It's going to be horrible. It's going to be seamless. Seamless. Oh boy. Anyway, what did we want to talk about?
It's Friday.
But yeah, we're here. We've arrived. Monday, the offices are closed in remembrance and in honor of the great Dr. Martin Luther King. So we will not be here. And
Right.
I think our calendar, as I saw it after, because it's got to go, like Gary's going to decide what he's going to do. Then the region decides, and the region is now Nathan, which is really funny. So the whole region now, Robert, is benefiting from the fact that our fearless leader has invented Pi Day. So now the region as a whole, and every office is going to do whatever they're going to do because nobody listens to Nate. I'm just kidding. Everybody should. Most of them, most people do. He's now
I don't even know who that is.
at a regional level. He's made Pi Day a day. So whether market centers throughout Region 17 here in New England, which Gary calls the Golden Triangle because we're really good at what we do, whether they decide to do a Pi Day for their market centers or not, at 11:59:59 on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Little Lord Fauntleroy downstairs said everyone's closed, which is pretty cool. So, but if you look at the calendar, we do have a lot of days. I think we have about 11 or 12 office closures, and of course, one of those comes in June now with the advent of Juneteenth, and of course, we're doing Monday for Martin Luther King. And just so people understand, there are holidays that we are doing because they're important to us as a company and the way we're wired, God, family, business. And then there's holidays that we're just closed because it makes sense to take the holiday for our staff and for you and your families as agents because the banks are closed. Doesn't mean you can't be on showings and doing all the things, but no money's moving that day. So if there's a chance that we're not going to have a closing because the bank's not moving money, we're probably going to take that opportunity to shut the doors. So, and of course, I do believe at this point, all 50 states are calling Monday a holiday.
I think so.
There were some laggers, but I think we have cleared that hurdle now. So so I trust that you're sure
Let's
people will be
find
home
out.
from school. Banks are closed, and we will be closed. We'll be here bright and early at the Crack of Stupid on Tuesday, which is the 19th, I believe. Correct? Yeah, Tuesday the 19th. So anyway.
You ready for this?
Yes, sir. Well, probably
all
not, but go
50
ahead.
states. No, all 50 states recognized MLK Day 22 years ago. 22 years, it's been all 50 states.
Really?
Yeah, I did not know. I
So
would not have put money on that.
that's showing a couple of things. That's showing it feels like yesterday, which happens when you get old. See me.
Yep.
And it also 22 years ago feels like yesterday. See me.
Yep.
Isn't that horrifying?
Yep.
I was like, oh, I feel like it's been like 5 years ago. There were still a couple of stragglers. No, it was a couple of decades. It was like 5 presidencies.
Yep.
Stupid. Okay. Interesting.
So at the end of the day, 2000 brings back relationship things with me and my wife, but 2 years after that, so 2022, so
Yep.
2002,
Yep.
we are this year our 20th anniversary. 20 years. She has been tolerating
I was just going to say,
this.
I'll let you borrow it. 20 years of unchanged locks. Yep. I pull into the driveway.
believe
I
I
hit the
keep
button
getting
in
in
my
the
car,
house.
and the garage door still opens. I don't know why, but it
It's-
does. Yeah.
Every
Magical.
day I'm like,
Magical.
well, this will be the day.
Yeah, we've got an anniversary coming up in January because we started talking in our talkiversary was August and our dataversary was January because for those that don't know, and I won't bore you with the details, by all means, if you want to take me out for a drink, I'll bore you with the details. I have the whole manuscript in my trunk of how we met. Anyway, our talkiversary was August, and because we met Now, I look at it now and I think, oh my God, the way we met is so weird. It's not really now, because if you just sort of take the medium in which we met and push it forward, everyone I talk to right now, very few are like, I met the love of my life on Tinder. Some do, and that's fine. A lot of people say Match or whatever, but like dating apps now are the way it happens, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And yeah, like it's a little bit different. Obviously, it was a phone call to a radio station I was working at the time, and she was in another country. That's where it gets complicated. So our date anniversary is when she came over to visit for the first time. And I said, do you want to do a thing? And she's like, well, this is going to be a long distance.
Hey, it's a family show.
Well, she says to me, she goes,
What the hell?
She goes, this is going to be long distance. I'm like, I was at seminary. I was dating Jesus. That is the most non-tangible relationship on the face of the earth and the heavens, by the way. Yeah. So if I can practice celibacy as a student studying for the priesthood, I can probably figure out a long distance relationship with an Australian girl. It's a class for another day. But yeah, that's where we are. So
congratulations,
20 years. You don't hear about that anymore at all.
I know. It seems weird.
Yes.
I'm one of those people that, I'll say it, I'm one of those people who made it.
Yeah. Well, you're beating the averages.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, so that's good news. Also coming up next week, and this is Thursday at 9:00, is First Step to Bold. It is an opportunity to meet Coach, get some bold into your bloodstream, and figure out if you want to move forward. If you want to move forward, both links are available in the news. I just posted the First Step link again on Facebook, and there is absolutely no reason that you shouldn't clear your deck for Thursday from 9 to 10:30. Is First Step. After that, we'll take a week off on the 27th. Then we come back in full force. There's only one more break, the week of family reunion, because all the MAPS coaches will be in Florida, so they shut it down. There'll be 6 more sessions after First Step, and those are a paid opportunity. That is $399, and we reimburse you if you've got questions about that. But for sure, if you're thinking, I have $400, should I send it to Billo or should I invest in my greatness? I mean, I'll let you do the math, and if you want some help with that answer too, I'm telling you, investing. I heard the greatest quote on James Shaw this morning, Robert. Somebody was talking about, are you currently generating leads or tolerating leads? Which I thought was phenomenal, because invariably, and there's like 4 people that I've run into over the course of time that have said they're in a great relationship with, and I'll pick on Billo because that's the one that usually abuses their relationships the fastest. Because you get involved with them and it's great for 12 minutes, right? And then all of a sudden the leads get weird. Like I was getting single family colonials in Concord, and now I'm getting cardboard boxes at the end of driveways. You know, I mean, they'll hit their number, but it's going to be dog meat, right? And the other thing they did was they quote unquote split their stock, and they started, when they'd get Robert on the phone and they'd be like, hey Robert, so you want Nottingham? Awesome. Hey, 25% of the market just freed up. Do you want that? Now, to the average American, you're thinking, well, I slept through most of math class, but I do know 25% would be one. If there are 4 deals getting disseminated on Monday, I'm going to get one of them. Nope. And they probably changed the math again, and I don't know, and I'm not going to speak for them. They were at, the last time I heard from people who know, they were at a 300th percentile. So 25% was 1/12 of the market. So you were now waiting for the 4th deal on Wednesday, not the 4th deal on Monday. So I appreciate that people are involved with these online lead aggregators to keep their name out there. Heard a great story from one of our great agents up in the Lakes region. Her name sounds like E, and yeah, you'll figure it out. Come on. Up on the lake?
Oh.
There you go.
Hey, you know what?
I wish we were in the same room because I want to get a suction cup gun so I can just shoot you in the head every once in a while. Just have it.
The thing is, I'm still struggling to get through 700 and some odd people's names. Okay,
yep.
I had to go through my database. I had to go through.
Well, one of the coolest things is for people that are, and most of you guys do have your name, and you do have some financial agreement with our friends at Billo, because it keeps you in a certain conversation, and I appreciate that. What she's found in the last handful of years is she's had people track her down through that online lead aggregator and then circumvent that tool and call her directly. Because, I mean, as a research tool, okay, she's presenting as a kick-ass person. And then if I dig a little bit deeper, she's had, 48 deals in the last 12 months. We're looking to sell our house. Of her 48 deals, 36 of them were listings. Okay, I keep liking her. And now you run the risk because she might present that way. But when you click on that, it's still, now with the concierge service, it still could go to her. But if she doesn't pick up the phone fast enough, it goes to somebody. It's just weird. So people are just like, cool, that's the name. I'm going to look online because the internet works everywhere, usually. Well, it didn't work last night in Stratford, but we don't have time for that. Yeah, BreezeLine took over. BreezeLine took over for Atlantic Broadband, took over for MetroCast. It's a lot. There's a lot going on.
Oh, my God.
The Hatfields and McCoys of ones and zeros. And they go directly to and find her website. Connection. And they tracked her down, so they circumvent the tool and go right to the agent, which is awesome, which is really awesome. So if you were thinking about investing in yourself with $399 this week, I would lean into Bold. You're going to graduate. You're going to get your deals done. You're going to get paid back. You're going to be in a room full of people that are also in the mindset of growth, which I think most people want to do more this year than they did last year. And what I mean is create more financial opportunity for their families. Because there is a way that you could actually make more money without selling more homes, right? And that's why we always talk about listings, because you get to pick your zip code and your price point and your commissions. So staying on that page. Today, you've got Ignite at 9 o'clock. The link is right in the news. At 11 o'clock, we have Coffee with a Capper with the fearless Bradley J. Kelly. He and Annie Mac Mortgage always provide this for us. Now, we've been digital for a while. He owes us so much coffee, Robert, right? He's been virtually sponsoring coffee for like,
my God.
Yeah, I was going to say a couple of years, but it's probably been 22 years. Yeah, so God bless Brad. We adore Brad. Brad does so much for the Market Center. I'm happy to say that he's sponsoring it. So Brad will tee off at 11 o'clock. This is on Facebook Live, and talk about the market conditions and interest rates and all the fun lending conversation. He should be your number one. If you don't have anybody that your buyer has no relationship with any lender, Brad Kelly, 603-396-3198 should be their first call. He's phenomenal at what he does. He'll join us at 11. And our guest is Carrie Alex. So she's going to talk about, she's had a pretty busy year.
Yeah.
Yeah, she in the last 18 months, started a team, kicked cancer's ass. There's a lot to talk about. So we're going to talk with Carrie Alex. That's 11 o'clock. And then we ask the broker, hang with the brokers. And I don't know if you're going to get JV and Jason.
Hanging with the brokers?
Hanging with the brokers. Yep. Rolling with the homies. Wasn't that Clueless? Rolling with the homies.
My God.
Anyway, yeah. So those two will be added.
MTV Cribs. That's
You've
reaching.
dated yourself now.
Yeah.
There are people on this call that don't know what MTV is. And I say that with all due respect. I'm not making fun of people. Like, when's the last time? Like, you see a Viacom thing, and now they're making television shows brought to you by MTV Productions. I forget what show I was watching, and I'm like, oh, there it is, the Moon Man with the flag. I mean, super cool.
Next up on Pop Video.
Yes, pop-up video. Yes, they'd have all the little fun facts popping up. Do you remember John Garabedian in VH1? Not VH1.
Yes.
Sorry, V66. V66.
Oh my!
Yes.
Oh no! Not V60. No, I'm not familiar with that. What is that?
Oh, John Garabedian is a guy that used to do a radio show weekends throughout the country, but it emanated out of New England. And it was always on KISS in Boston, called The Open House Party. And then as like the Betamax to the VHS, he started this thing called V66.
Oh, my God.
Which he was trying to take on MTV, and it wasn't. It didn't go? It was
okay.
Ill-fated.
So a couple things. First of all, I love the facepalm from Kelly Goss in the chat. Number one. Number two, Allison. It's downtown Julie Brown, not downtown Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown was the singer.
Did Mueller just say
married
that?
to Whitney. Yes, Mueller just said downtown Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown was married to Whitney Houston. Julie Brown was the VJ on MTV.
Well, then the problem is if you have Sirius XM now, and I don't know what channel it is, Janina finds it, unfortunately, every time we're on a road trip. There is a channel on Sirius XM that is all of them. Mark Goodman.
Oh, they're still on?
Yeah, they're all on. There's an '80s channel, and they're all on. And downtown Julie Brown sounds her accent is as Cockney as it ever was.
Ever was, yeah.
And then Lisa, I can't think of her name, the blonde one, Lisa. She sounds like she, in between every breath and word on microphone, she is smoking a Pall Mall. Yeah.
How about Richard Blade?
Richard Blake
from KROQ in Los Angeles. He has a show. He was the punk, not the punk rock, the new wave DJ in LA.
I do not remember that.
Oh my gosh! And oh my God, Nina, what was Nina's name?
Nina Hartley.
Was it Nina Hartley?
I feel like it was.
No,
Yeah.
no.
That was the blonde. That's the blonde. That's who I'm thinking of. It wasn't Lisa. It was Nina Hartley.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, she sounds like she smokes cigarettes all day. While she's asleep, she's smoking cigarettes. Yeah, there's a channel somewhere on Sirius XM. I'm sure you'll track it down. It's the 80s-ish channel, and they're all on. Alan Hartman, all of them are on. Yes. Anyway, so you've got your brokers at 1 o'clock, and that's your day. If you could do us a favor. What?
That's not the day. You missed one.
What did I miss?
What did you miss? It's Friday.
Oh my God! I'm
2
sorry.
o'clock.
It's Friday.
Yeah, I get testy. Yeah, I did.
Methinks the lady doth protest too much. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Here's why it's so important. I don't know, many of you don't know that when the Tech Lab goes on at 2 o'clock on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at kwtechtv.com, you don't know how many people come in because you guys are not necessarily all jumping in at the same time. But let's just give you an example. The last one that I had, I ended up going about an hour over because we had people that were willing to wait. Thank you for waiting and your patience. And I was willing to keep going because I didn't have any appointments that were scheduled right after it anyway. And the Tech Lab is your opportunity to not have to wait days or extended periods of time to get questions in front of me. And I think people are starting to pick up on that now, and I really appreciate it. And I'm okay if you're okay waiting in the room for me to get to you. I'm okay with going a little bit long so that I can get your questions answered because it's the perfect place, the perfect time to do it. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Today's Friday, 2 p.m. The Tech Lab is open from 2 to 3. And if we have extras, we go long. Sure. We'll tell the affiliates we're going long. But come in there, ask your questions. It's great. I did end up telling one of my agents the other day that their question was too big for the time allotted. And so we scheduled some time.
There it is.
And we were able to say, okay, look, let's just go ahead and end this here. Let's get back together so I can focus on your questions. And that person actually just emailed me this morning to get together, and we're going to get together again. So reach out to me on the Tech Lab, kwtechtv.com at 2 o'clock today.
Perfect. Yes, Robert. I'm sorry. I forgot about 2 o'clock.
Yeah, fine. Whatever.
9 o'clock, Ignite. It's all in the news, and it's right at the top of it. So 9 o'clock, Ignite. 11 o'clock, Coffee with a Capper. 1 o'clock, Hang Out with the Brokers. 2 o'clock, Hang Out with Robert. You can go to boldportsmouth.com to get signed up for the first step of Bold, which is this coming Thursday. You can sign up for the entire class, which we'll reimburse you for. And what was I going to say? We want to make sure you remember if you're attempting to go tubing on January 23rd at Gunstock, that is also in the news. Scroll down, click the link, make sure we know that who's coming from you and your family. And also the other thing right at the top of the page is the Google Sheet to get more information for your life insurance policy that is being made available to everyone at KWCLM from our great and fearless leader, Nathan Dickey. Yes, sir, with your Baldy Locks in the front row with your hand up. Go ahead.
Yes.
Blackwood.
Nina Blackwood.
Didn't we say Nina Blackwood? We didn't say Nina.
No,
Blackwood?
we didn't. It was just.
Well, I said Nina. Well, I said Nina Hartley. Yes, and at one point I thought her name was Lisa. She's still got a spiral perm.
Blackwood.
She still dresses like the 80s. And trust me, when you hear her on the air, she sounds like, yeah. She sounds like the coach from The Waterboy. Yeah.
I can't, I'm surprised that, no, I guess I'm not surprised. I'm impressed that Carol and Kelly, is it Keller and Kelly? Tiffany? Oh
Somebody
my God,
said
all you
90s
guys
on 9.
came
My
up with
wife
this.
loves 90s on 9. So if we're in the car and for the most part, we're going to be listening to probably hip hop. Because Janina doesn't want to tolerate Howard, and Howard's obviously Howard's Howard. What?
Hip hop? You?
I love that. I love that nobody would ever guess that. Yeah.
That's like somebody saying, Robert, you listen to country? Which I don't.
Which I don't. Yeah, smooth jazz, right?
I do.
See?
100%.
Well, listen, Robert, you know what? Just because you haven't peeled my apple, you can't judge a book by its cover. You just assume he's old, Irish, and gray.
Yeah.
What do you think? I listen to
Well, look at me.
WROL, the Irish hit parade
Oh, my
in
God.
Lowell, which is still going, by the way. No.
So curiously, what do people think that I listen to? There you go.
Probably other people's phone calls. That's why the earbuds are always in. I feel like you work for the CIA.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah, well.
Not gonna lie.
All right. Have a great day. If you need help, I'm gonna put on some EPMD. If you need help, that was for you.
EPMD?
Come on, no, really?
EDM?
No, EPMD. Eric and Parrish
The hell is
making dollars. Are you serious? We're gonna fight
my God.
offline. You don't remember any 80s hip hop whatsoever? It's a disgrace.
Oh my God.
If you need help with your marketing and design, you're reaching out to
Leonard
Alana Babineau, kwclmmarketing.com or timewithbabs.com. If you need help with hair care products or smooth jazz or any tech, it is timewithrobert.com. If you need my face, it's meetwithcoach.com. Or if you have questions, comments, and concerns, you can hit me at 603-834-2856. I can't believe that you...
Freebird. That's not in it either, Carol.
No. We're definitely good.
Yeah. It's the weekend. Get out of here.
Okay.